All right, you guys, I am going to show you how to properly hip hinge. So on most of these hamstring movements that Colleen has you doing, whether that's a stiff leg deadlift, which is going to be the #1 variation that this is going to be helpful for, really any deadlift variation, as well as good mornings. This is going to be the proper cueing mechanism to make sure that you are functioning and activating in the correct order to hit the muscle groups that we want to. We're trying to avoid blowing up the low back. So this is something that I taught her and had her start doing before she actually lifts anything on those leg days. Only thing you're gonna need is a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, a piece of PVC pipe, something, round and cylindrical that we can roll up and down the body with. So what we're gonna do, the first cue, you're gonna line up, get your feet about shoulder width apart, which is where she's at, as you can see. You're gonna suck this in. You're gonna let the wrist sit on top of it. And then what we're gonna do is very first thing, as we've told you in the past, you need to start by locking down the shoulder blades, retracting the back, bracing and getting that tension around the spine. And so to do that, what you're gonna do is you're actually going to suck down and in. Right here, you're gonna pull down like you're trying to push this pad. See, I can't push it down. She's using that to push into her body. Now what she's going to do is she is going to begin to roll down the pad. But as you're gonna see here, what this does is the first thing that came back was that her butt shifted back. We're not trying to go forward. We're not trying to break at the back, which is very, very easy to do and what happens a lot of the time. If we do that, we're going to be putting all this strain into the erectors rather than into the glute and the hamstring and tie-in. And so once again, we're locked. As we roll down, the butt pulls back. So think of pushing your butt backwards rather than bending over. So the butt goes back and then everything comes down over the top of it. Just doing this motion, even without weight, once you start to drive down, once you hit about halfway, you should feel quite a bit of tension in your hamstrings if you're doing it correctly. One more time, Paul. Perfect. From the front, shoulders back.